We've got some fun exercises today. We have one big long block. We're going to start off with our standard warm-up, 5 minutes. Then we're going into a 3-minute block. This is what you guys are going to want your mini bands for if you have them. If not, what we're going to do is we're just going to clench our fist, or we're going to grab a lighter set of weights that we can do these exercises with. We got a low band uppercut. It's going to be a big superset, 3 minutes, no stopping. We got 10 seconds in exercise, 20 seconds in exercise, 30 seconds in exercise. There's 3 exercises, all going to be relatively upper body, back, that type of exercise. So if we don't have our bands, we're just going to make a fist, and we're going to try and keep our muscles flexed the whole entire time between our biceps, our triceps, and our forearms as we're going through these. And then we've got an 18.5-minute block. This is going to be a fun little run row today. Run row, right? So we've got some exercises, 4 exercises for the row portion. They're going to be starting with 1 minute per exercise, and then we're going to start decreasing those. As we get to the run, we're going to start at 30 seconds, and we're going to keep increasing that run time as we go through these blocks in that 18.5 minutes. And then we'll finish it off with a nice little 3-minute blast of those same exercises again, but the second time through, it's going to be 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds throughout the blocks. So we're going to get into it. We're going to start off with our warm-up. We've got 5 minutes to get ourselves warmed up. We're going to start with our standing alternating T-spine rotation. So we're going to start feet hip width apart. You're going to bend over, and we're going to reach up and reach up to either opposite side. And then we're going to do an alternating forward lunge to an overhead reach. Your standard forward lunge, overhead reach, and then back. Then we're going into a hamstring stretch to knee tuck. So kind of like we do at the end of the workouts. You're going to kick one foot out. We're going to bend over at the hip until we get her at our waist, until we feel that stretch. And then that back knee is going to come up into a nice little knee hug. Let me adjust my screen a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So we're going to come into our hamstring stretch, bend over till you feel that hamstring stretch. Then our back knee is going to come up. We'll have 30 seconds on the side for that one. And then we're going into our lateral shift to a punch. It's kind of like a Cossack squat to a punch. So we're going to drop down into our lateral squat, punch it out, and then move to the other side, punch it out, punch it out. Then we've got a 1-minute jump rope that we're going to go off on, and then that's going to conclude our warm-up. We're going to get started. Let's try and get our heart rates up a little bit when we're doing that jump rope. Otherwise, let's get going. We got 5 minutes. We're going to get through this workout, have some fun today. You guys ready? Let's get going. We're going to start with that standing alternating T-spine rotation. We got 1 minute here. We're taking off in 3, 2, 1. We're going to bend at our waist. We're rotating up. Back down and rotating up. Obviously, everybody has a different range of motion in this exercise. You can see that my range of motion is not a very good range of motion. I got tight hips, I got tight thighs, so it's going to limit how far I can reach up during this T-spine. We got about 15 seconds left here. And we're going to switch to our forward lunges with our overhead reach. Guys, if you have any knee problems or anything, feel free to do a reverse lunge with an overhead reach as well. And we're gonna switch in 3, 2, 1 to our hamstring stretch to knee tuck. We're gonna do one side for 30 seconds. We'll start with our right hand side and bend over, that back foot, come up into a knee tuck and right back down. And we're gonna switch to the other foot in 3, 2, 1. And our fourth warm-up is our lateral shift to a punch. So, gonna punch with that outside hand, then rotate to the other side. As we're warming up here, don't worry about getting super deep in this Cossack squat right here. We just want to get a little bit of a stretch, keep our body warming up. Let's get one more on each side here. And we're going to go into our jump ropes. It's our final minute of warm up and we'll get started. Couple more seconds left. We can get our first sip of water in 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. We're gonna get started with our first block. So, our first block, if you guys have a band, go ahead and grab it. If not, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our fists. We're gonna clench our fists so that it's gonna elicit that muscle response from our biceps, our triceps, and our forearms as we're going through here. Our first exercise, you're gonna have your bands on your lower wrist, right above where your watch is. You're gonna keep tension on your band that whole time, roll your shoulders back and down. We've got uppercuts. Uppercuts, remember, it's just a small, slight movement. You see that band starting right about my mouth, and it's going just above my eyes. That's the only movement we really need here. You're gonna keep yourself braced, slight bend in your knees as you're going through here. Keep your core engaged. Our second exercise is a low band front raise. Band in the same spot. We're going through this 3 minutes without stopping today. Low band front raise. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're just lifting up and back down. And then our final one here, we've got a low band hip hinge low row. So band staying in the same spot for 3 minutes. We're gonna hinge at our waist, keeping tension on that band. You're coming into a low row, letting it back down, and straight into a bicep curl. Starting 10 seconds each exercise the first round, then we're gonna go into 20 seconds in exercise, and finally 30 seconds in exercise as we keep going. I'm using an orange band from Orange Theory. It's gonna get challenging by the time we get to that 3 minutes. We're gonna get going, starting in 3, 2, 1. We got that low band uppercut. And into our low band front raise. And we're gonna bend over and do our hip hinge low row to bicep curl. And without stopping, we're going right back into our uppercuts here. Switching it up to our front raises in 3, 2, 1, front raises. You guys start to feel your shoulders creeping forward and slouching. Go ahead and roll them back and down. Now we're going to go back into our low band hip hinge low row. All right, our final round, we're going into our low band uppercuts. So this is our longest round. Hold on to that feeling. As you're doing these uppercuts, you should feel them in your core. Ten seconds left here, then we'll switch to our front raises again. In 3, 2, 1, front raises. And our final one, we're switching to that low band hip hinge, low row to bicep curl in 3, 2, 1. This is our final 30 seconds. Let's keep it moving. Less than 10 seconds left, guys. Keep it moving. We're going to get our first little break here. Then we're going into our long block. All right, we're resting and recovering in 3, 2, 1. Shut it down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shake it out. Shake your arms out. All right, so now we're starting our longest block, our run row. We've got 18 and a half minutes, like I said. What the series is going to be is it's going to be row, rest, run, rest, row, and then we're going to repeat. So for our row, it's always going to be, this is where you're going to want your dumbbells. Our row is always going to be front squat, jump squat, low row, power sit up. So if you guys have dumbbells, you have weights that you're using, you're going to grab your dumbbells, stack them in the front of you like this, and we're going to come into our front squats. Our first round's going to be a minute. Then we're going to drop the weights. We're going to go straight into jump squats. If we're not jumping, A-okay. We're just going to come up into a calf raise as we come out of that squat. Then we're going to grab our dumbbells again. We're going to go into a low row. We're here for a minute this first round. So these low rows are going to start to feel extra challenging after about 30 to 45 seconds. Stick with it. It's our longest round to get started. And then finally, we've got our power sit-ups. Your power sit-ups, we're going to use our hands to get ourselves up, match our hands with our feet. Added challenge here, try not to let your feet touch the ground. As an option, you're going to keep your feet on the ground and just come up into your regular sit-up. Then we're going into a burpee. Our first run is our burpee. Feel free to add your push-up to it. I'm not going to demonstrate it. Everybody knows what a burpee is. However, as we go through these runs, we're going to switch up that burpee a little bit. As that time increases for our runs, we're switching up that burpee. So our first burpee is a regular burpee. Our second burpee is going to be a burpee to 4 high knees. So we're going to come down into our burpee, push up or no push up, and then we're going to go straight into 4 high knees. We're doing that one for a minute. And then we're going into a burpee to broad jump for our next one. So our burpee to broad jump, you're going to come down into your burpee, push up or no push up, and then you're going to jump and shuffle back. As the option here, if we're not jumping today, knees are hurting, whatever it may be, we're tired, instead of our broad jump, we're going to hop with one foot and shuffle our way back. Then finally, our last one is going to be for 2 minutes. It's going to be a burpee to palms to elbows. So we're going to come down into our burpee, push up or no push up, and then we're going to go straight into palms to elbows, jump back forward, and then repeat. So we're starting, our runs are starting at 30 seconds, going to a minute, 90 seconds, and then to 2 minutes. Our rows are starting at a minute and decreasing all the way down to 15 seconds. Your rests are always going to be 30 seconds. I'll be here to tell you what we're doing. I'll give you a little bit of warning before we get to the next one. Otherwise, let's grab our dumbbells. We got 18 and a half minutes of work. We're going to crush it. Let's do this. We're starting with our front squats. We got a minute of front squats, followed by a minute of jump squats. Let's make these count. This is our longest portion of this block. Taking off in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Front squats Friday. We're just over 30 seconds in here, guys. All right, we're going to switch it up in a couple seconds. We're going into our jump squats in 3, 2, 1. Jump squats. We got 4 minutes of work here before our break. You guys feel like you need to take a break here? We're just going to go into the option. You're going to continue moving. Go into that calf raise. 30 seconds to go here. We'll give our lower body a little bit of a break. Good job, guys. Keep on moving. Less than 10 seconds left here. In 3, 2, 1. Going into our low rows. Grab those dumbbells again. Less than 20 seconds left here, guys. Final 10 seconds. Our longest round again. And in 3, 2, 1, we're on our backs doing power sit-ups. We got a minute here. We'll have a 30-second break right after this. 20 seconds to go, guys. Keep yourselves moving. Keep it going. Less than 10 seconds before our first break. Woo! Our first break in 3, 2, 1. Relax. We got 30 seconds right here. We're going straight into 30 seconds of burpees after this. Ten seconds more rest right here. Going into burpees. Burpees in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of burpees. Less than 10 seconds. Let's get 2 more burpees in. Come on, guys. We got another 30-second break. 3, 2, 1. Rest and recover. 30 seconds here. We're going to start that back again with our front squats coming up next. We're going 45 seconds this round. All right, guys, in 3, 2, 1. We got 45 seconds. Grab those dumbbells. Weight heavy in your heels. Make sure you're tracing those knees over your toes. Less than 10 seconds, we're going to go straight into our jump squats. Jump squats starting in 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights into our jump squats. 45 seconds here. $15 seconds to go. Keep on moving. We're going to give our lower body a break. Go into those low rows. In 3, 2, 1. Into those low rows. As you're in these low rows, pinch your shoulder blades together. $15 seconds left here. We're going to go right back into those power sit-ups. When we're in power sit-ups in 3, 2, 1. Let's get after it. 45 seconds before our break. Ten seconds left here, guys. Let's get 3 more power sit-ups in at least. We got a 30-second break coming up in 3, 2, 1. Shut it down and rest. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going into our burpees to 4 high knees. Guys, we're almost done with our second round. We're also just about halfway done with this big long block right here. We're taking off. Burpees to 4 high knees in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We got a minute. $30 seconds to go. If we need to slow it down a little bit, let's do a couple extra high knees before we go down so we keep on moving. Guys, we're in single digits. Let's get one more good one in. We're recovering in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds break right here. This is our third round. 30 seconds each exercise. We're going into 90 seconds of burpees after this. Grab your dumbbells. We're taking off in a couple seconds. In 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds, front squats. Couple more seconds left here. Going into our jump squats in 3, 2, 1. Jump squats, 30 seconds. Ten seconds to go. We'll give that lower body a break, class. One more time. Going into those low rows. 3, 2, 1. Low rows. Less than 10 seconds left. We're back on the ground. Power sit-ups. 3, 2, 1. Power sit-ups, 30 seconds. Guys, we got 5 seconds left. Let's get 2 more in. We're going to get a nice little break in 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're going into 90 seconds of burpee to broad jump here. I know we're starting to feel a little bit tired. We need to take a break. That is okay, but let's get right back into it once we're done. We'll recover for 5 more seconds. We're going right into those burpees. In 3, 2, 1, 90 seconds, burpee to broad jump. Again, if we're not jumping, we're leaping with one foot, shuffling back. 30 seconds to go here, guys. Ten seconds to go, guys. Don't stop now. We're recovering in 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. We're done with 3 rounds. We got 1 round left. 15 seconds each exercise. Straight into a rest. And our final one, burpees to palms to elbows. Ten seconds to rest right here. We take off front squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. 15 seconds, our final round right here. There's no stopping now. We're switching in 3, 2, 1. Jump squat straight into it. Come on, Friday. Don't stop now. Guys, we're going into low rows. 3, 2, 1. Let's make it count. Our last round of low rows. 15 seconds right here. Really pinch those shoulder blades together because we're switching it up in 3, 2, 1. Power sit-ups, our last round. Let's do it. 15 seconds. We'll get 30 seconds of rest right after this. Don't stop now. Keep yourselves moving. We're resting in 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Our final 30 seconds of rest. We're going into 2 minutes of burpees to close out this long block. We're going to do this. We're going to make it all the way through. All right, guys, our final 2 minutes right here. We're going in burpees to palms to elbows. 3, 2, 1. Let's take off. We got 2 minutes left. There we go, Friday, making it count right here. Guys, I'm loving this energy you're bringing. Keep it coming. Woo! We're just over a minute in. We got less than a minute to go. Let's keep on moving. $30 seconds left, guys. Don't stop now. Come on, Lane. You got a couple more in you. 10 seconds left. Let's get 2 more burpees in. There we go. We're shutting it down, taking a breather in 3, 2, 1. Woo! We are done. Let's breathe it out. Wipe off that sweat. Grab some water. We got 1 3-minute block left right here. Let me give you guys a little bit of extra time. Catch your breath. I only did half of that block, and I'm still out of breath right now. I can only imagine what you guys are feeling. Our final round, block 3. We're going 3 rounds through. We're not stopping. It's 3 minutes. Same thing as block 1. We're going to use those mini bands. Uppercut, front raise, hip hinge, low row to bicep curl. We're starting this time with 30 seconds and decreasing by 10 seconds each round. We'll catch our breath, give you another 20 seconds right here. We're taking off. All right, Friday. Get those bands on, get yourselves ready, roll your shoulders back and down, soft bend in your legs. We're taking off 30 seconds right here. Uppercuts in 3, 2, 1. Come on, Friday. We got 3 minutes left. Ten seconds left. We're going to go straight into our front raises. 3, 2, 1. Front raises. You need to ever roll your shoulders back and down. That's what we're going to do. As you're doing these front raises, go about 4 inches shorter and lower than you think you should go. Going into our low band, hip hinge, low row to bicep curl in 3, 2, 1. We're right in it. Five seconds to go here. Let's get a couple more reps in. All right, guys, we're on to our 20-second round. Straight back into that low band uppercut. If we need to switch some bands around, go ahead and do so now. We only got 5 seconds left here. We're going straight into our low band front raise in 3, 2, 1. Let's get after it. Front raises. Five seconds to go. We're going to go straight into our hip hinge, low row to bicep curl. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Our last round of these 20 seconds. All right, guys, our final ones. We're going straight back into that uppercut. 10 seconds here. These are going to be quick. Let's get a couple reps in uppercuts. Straight into our front raises right now. Going into those front raises. We're almost done. We got 10 seconds left. We're going straight back into those hip hinge low rows to hammer curls. One last time. 10 seconds left, Friday. We shut it down in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shut it down. Take those bands off. Roll your shoulders out. Good job, Friday. I'm going to unmute everybody. You guys can put yourselves back on mute if you want to. We're going to stretch it out for a little bit. Whew. Good job. We're going to start with a standing quad stretch right here. And we'll switch sides. As you're doing these quad stretches, if you put a little resistance on your hand and push against your hand, you're going to feel a deeper stretch in your quad. Now we're going to go into our hamstring stretch here. 1 foot in front, soft bend in your back leg. We're going to reach down as far as you can go until you feel that stretch. You want to try and keep your spine at an angle without rounding it, so keep your shoulder blades pinched. And we're going to switch sides. We're going to go into a runner's lunge next. We're going to get a little hip flexor stretch. Never knees on the ground. We're going to stick that arm up above head. Slight bend in your torso. You should feel it straight down your hip flexor. You can reach over to one side, try and feel a little bit deeper of a stretch. And we'll switch sides. Now our final stretch, we're going to sit down, cross one leg over the other. Stick your hand over your knee. We're going to bend. And switch legs, switch arms. And you guys are done. Awesome job today, guys. Way to keep it moving throughout those 18.5 minutes. If you guys feel like you need to stretch, you're feeling a little tight, keep on stretching. Make sure we don't have any injuries here. Otherwise, happy Friday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah.